Hello, vlog number 5. We are on a roll. Fortunately, my little vlog that I had planned this week didn't work out because yesterday, I usually vlog on like a Thursday or a Friday, so it's Saturday now. So we had planned to vlog yesterday and we decided to go for a picnic. But then when we got up yesterday morning, it was so overcast. We were like, okay, maybe let's not do that and let's go strawberry picking. How cute, right? So we drove all the way out to go to the strawberry farm, and when we got there, the picking part of the farm was closed. So unfortunately that didn't work out how I'd hoped. I thought that would have been really cute for the vlog. We'll probably still do it for another vlog, but maybe next week or the week after. But unfortunately, these things happen because right now it's the first day of summer and check out this weather. This is what we're dealing with. A real gloomy day. Which honestly I don't mind because we've done so much this week. We were out for so many walks and just like doing so much. So today I'm like, I don't even care if it rains all day because I am not leaving the house. So we're going to do some inside vlogging today. By the way, this tea that I made, this is like a new tea to me. I was over at my friend's house last week or the week before, and she made me this like Earl Grey, or it's like a London fog I think, with lavender. Which I've never had before until she made me one, and it was delish. So now I'm obsessed and I make my own. I don't usually froth my milk. That was just for the vlog aesthetic. I usually just pour my oat milk straight in. I ended up scooping out the froth because I don't like frothy drinks. I like how they look because you can take a cute picture, but I don't know, there's just something about the taste of it. Especially I feel like with non-dairy milk, it foams up to like suds rather than like a nice foam, and because I don't drink dairy milk, so maybe that's why. And also those stencils, I don't know how people make them look so cute. As you can see, mine was half of a fail. They had kind of an idea it was a Chanel, but not really. If anyone has any ideas on how to actually do them properly, I would love to know. And before you ask, I got the stencils from Etsy. I got the Chanel one and the Dior one. But again, I've tried to use them so many times and every time I use it, I fail. Oh, my tooth. This one here. This is the one that popped out last week. I was eating some toast and I heard a big and I was like, shit. It was my tooth that I had bit down. I didn't feel it popping off. It was just like obviously popped off and then it moved over here and then I crunched down on it. Every time I looked in the mirror, every time I laughed, I was like, oh, I just had like this like weird little tooth here. Because when they put veneers on, they file down your natural tooth. They don't file it down to like little shark teeth that people think. Not mine anyway, but it was shaved down obviously because then the veneer sits over your tooth like a little cap. So they have this one here is a temporary one. So it's not as strong as the porcelain veneers. I don't know what type of products they use for it. But he just built up a tooth here for me just to keep me going because I'm not getting my veneer put on until the 6th of July. So I have like 2 weeks to go. This will do for now. I just have to be extra cautious when I'm eating and not eat anything or bite into anything that's too hard. But yeah, that is it for the moment. I'm gonna hop on stories, do a tutorial, and then we will be back. So this is the little look I created. Did a little purple liner with some yellow on the lid. So yeah, this look is on my stories, which I will save on my highlight reel. If you haven't already seen it and you want to see the tutorial, that's where that will be. So we have no new flowers this week because my roses, well, half of my roses are still alive, and then we have the other half here which have wilted. I think this happened because of the heat in my apartment, because my other roses that are in the hall are still fine and nice and perky and still like none of them have wilted, but the ones that were in my living area have wilted. So what we're going to do with these is I'm going to hang these up and dry them out. So someone asked me last week that how do I dry out my roses, so I thought I would show you this week because we're not buying any new flowers, but I still think we need to have some type of flowers in the vlog because it's now our tradition. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do this with these. I'm going to get some string. I just use this string that I have. You can use any type of string. I have to just make sure I keep this away from Garfield because he likes to eat string. As most cats do. Why do cats like to eat things that would kill them? I remember one time when he was a kitten, he was eating string, which I didn't know, and then like literally the last minute I saw him eating something and I went and I pulled it out of his mouth and like about this much string came out. It scared the shit out of me. So now I have to be so careful with anytime I see string. Paisleys not bad, but Garfield just is obsessed with string. So I'm going to cut a few lengths of string. So I have one about this length. It doesn't matter what length it is, tall. So now I'm going to just take one of my roses and turn it upside down. And all I do now is tie one end of the string to the end of the rose. I'm going to put it here above the thorn, so when it hangs it's not gonna like just slip out of the string. Yeah, just put a little double knot in that. So you have one here, and I'm going to put one on the other end. So now I have one on either end of the string. So I just leave them hanging here like this to dry out. I'm actually not going to leave them on this frame. I'm going to put them in the hall where there's no direct sunlight, because this wall does get direct sunlight, but I just wanted to hang it here to show you how I hang it. But I'm going to put them in the hall. It's going to be the exact same thing, just on a different frame. You're supposed to leave them somewhere that's like a dry room, so you don't want to like leave them in your bathroom if you're having showers or baths, because the steam they won't dry out properly. And not in direct sunlight, because if you have it in direct sunlight it's just going to fade the colour of the rose. So I don't want the purple on this to fade. I do find that when they dry out they do fade a little bit anyway, but you don't want to add any extra fade to it. So yeah, I'm going to dry maybe like 6 of them. So I'm just going to finish and do the rest of these. So these are the flowers in the hall. So see the way these ones are still all perky and sitting up? So I think it's just to do with the heat, because there's no direct sunlight that comes out here. So I think that's why these ones have survived. But these are doing good for a week old now. This white mirror here that we've had since forever. It's from IKEA, but I think it's kind of just boring. It's just a plain white frame mirror, so I think we're gonna jazz it up a little bit. I got this from Amazon, so I was thinking of putting it up here and painting the whole thing gold. I think it will just be a whole vibe. I ordered some of these from Amazon yesterday because I thought that this one might just be a little bit too plain by itself, so I got some little cornered ones. We can put these on the corner and then this one on top, just to kind of jazz it up a little bit more. So I think that's what we're going to do today. I just ran into Home Depot there because I bought paint a while ago and can't find it anywhere at home. I know I'll go home now and probably find it, but I can't find the paint that I had. So I already have 2 spray paints, but they're a little bit light. They're more like of a soft champagne-y gold rather than an antique gold. So I went to try and get an antique gold spray paint and they didn't seem to have anything that I wanted. It was either like copper or rose gold or the golds that I already have. So I got these little metallic paints. This is in a rich espresso, so it's like a deeper, like an antique-y type of a shade. So what I'm thinking of doing is I got 3 of these little ones. I think I might paint the whole mirror with this paint, even though it's going to take longer, but I'll paint the whole thing with this, and then once that dries I might give it like a light mist with one of the lighter sprays to kind of give it a different type of effect. I'm hoping that it works with what I have in my head. If not, we'll figure it out along the way. So I'm going to try that now. I'm going to head home. I got some more glue as well so that I could stick the little wooden things on. So yeah, that is where we're at right now. I have a paintbrush, I have masking tape, I have a like a sandpaper buffer thing, I don't know what it's called, but used it to buff down the frame of the mirror. And then I have some super glue. Okay, so it's been out a couple of hours now to dry. I'm going to give it another coat with this paint. I don't know if you can see, sorry, the light out here it's quite bright, but you can see some of the white has come through. So I'm going to give it one more coat with this paint and then let that dry again, and then later on I'll give it a spray with one of the sprays that I have. So these are the spray paints that I had from, I picked these up the last time just to see the colours, and these are the colours. So you can see here, this one is like a champagne gold, and then this one is more of a yellow gold. I do really like the champagne gold. I wanted the mirror to be more of an antique gold rather than this, but if all comes to all, I'm just going to spray it this and it's just going to be a lighter gold than what I originally wanted, but we'll see how this sets. So this is what it looks like. So it's a bit more bronze than what I want it to look like, because most of the stuff in my house is like gold, bronzy gold, like a softer gold, whereas this will clash. So I think I'm just going to spray it on top and let's just see what happens. Okay, so I just took the mirror in and I actually really like how this colour came out. I sprayed some of this spray. This is vintage gold, and it's a very similar colour to the lid here, but it ended up going a bit too yellow, so then I sprayed some of this one. So it's like a soft champagne-y gold. It's called Gilded Brass. So I kind of just ended up mixing these two on top, so it's a very customized shade of these two, and then the other little small metallic paint. finish. It looks kind of cute. It's cute from far away. When you get up close, that's when we get into all types of problems. There is some paint on the mirrors that right now I don't even care about. The mirror needs to be, I did give it a clean, but it needs to be cleaned again. So if you see any blurs, it is what it is. And also down the sides there is some paint that you can see. Again, right now don't care, because this was supposed to be an easy little DIY and it turned into like a 3-day thing. So I wouldn't recommend doing this with an IKEA mirror, number one, because it's not wood. It's like a plasticky type of wood. So the paint doesn't go on properly. It doesn't like absorb in. And you also can't take the mirror out. Like if this was wood and I could take the mirror out and really quickly spray the frame, this would have been done in half a day, easy. So I wouldn't recommend doing this with an IKEA mirror unless it is a wooden frame. But it is what it is. It's done now. I think it is still cute. Like, it's not the worst. I do like the little accents up the top. Like, I think these definitely finish it off and just give it a little vibe. Thank God that's finished. Next time I even think about DIYing a mirror, I'm just gonna watch this video back and remember how long it took me to do this. Anyway, I will catch you in the next vlog.